Welcome back to Resourceful Living Homestead. Gardening is underway for the 2026 gardening season. And I am out here in the garden and I'm going to just check things out. We've been out of town for the weekend and let's see what's going on in the garden. Well, the onions look fantastic. Those onions, whoo, they're looking real good. Now the tomatoes over here are not looking so good. Those are not. The lettuce is looking really good. Probably need to get some lettuce for the rabbits. Those onions are looking good. The tomatoes are looking okay, but for some reason, something is eating the leaves on the basil, which is really weird. We must have had some harsh winds here. I know we did where we were at for the weekend. These tomato plants look okay. The basil. The lettuce is growing. Keep an eye on this lettuce. Make sure there's no inchworms on it. But the lettuce is coming up. The cabbage is coming up really good. Those tomatoes look good. So I planted some jasmine back here, and I've got it under this arch, and I've got them in these tubs so they can, when it grows, I'm going to try to grow it up around this arch. But those pots look very dry. So Brian hooked up the water in those pots, and I have not been able to check those yet because I've been just so busy, and then we headed out of town. So I'm going to check the watering system in those this evening when it comes on. This section over here should come on about 7:15, 7:30. So 7:30, 7:45, I'm going to come back out and check the watering system on that. But those tomatoes look kind of puny. Real puny. These onions are looking good. I don't know if that's a wild carrot growing in there. Yeah, we'll just pull it out. We don't need it. This blueberry tree that I was concerned about might be dead. It is not. As you can see, it finally put out leaves. And this one, look, pretty flowers. Pretty. Pretty. Okay, let me see what's going on over here in this one. So out here, this is our black diamond watermelon. That one's not doing very good. That one's okay, but it's kind of weird. Now this is the Moon and Stars watermelon, and I did plant some Moon and Stars watermelon seeds out here that have not done anything. And then I regerminated some indoors, and they have popped up. 3 of the 4 come up, so I'm going to get those transplanted out here, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit. Cantaloupe is doing okay. These are zinnias, and they're doing pretty good. My zucchini squash and my yellow squash. That is a dogwood tree that looks like it's not been watered. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to check that watering system tonight too and see what's going on with that. But let's go out to the big garden. Let's check this one out. Planted some marigolds right here in the corner. Nothing's coming up right there. These tomato plants are really leaning over. Goodness, I sure don't want to lose my tomato plants. After I did all that growing in the hydroponic into the soil, and they were looking really good. I sure don't want to lose them. But anyway, tomato plants. Here's some more tomato plants and some basil. I did plant some marigolds down here in this edge. I didn't plant marigolds in all of them. My oregano overwintered and it's coming up. This is a hot pepper bed, and all the hot peppers are doing great. Every one of them. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different kinds of hot peppers over here. This one right here is the Shishido hot pepper for survival seeds. Over here we've got our asparagus that is nutso big. Just leaning over. I'm not sure if I need to put some kind of trellising back there to kind of keep that standing up. If you guys think I should do that, let me know. I probably got a scrap piece of cattle panel that I could stick in there to just kind of brace it on. Over here we've got cilantro that Maverick planted. It's coming up really good. Now, the problem with these asparagus leaned over like that is it's covering up my jalapeno peppers. So got cilantro, asparagus, jalapeno peppers, and onions in this bed. And I think I need some more jalapeno peppers because we use jalapeno peppers a lot. Got potatoes coming up in here and some onions. Ooh, check out those potatoes. More potatoes. This is my celery. Seems to be doing okay. We'll see. I'm hoping that'll stand up soon. This bed is full of carrots. Look at all those carrots and some weeds. We'll just pull the weeds out. But it's hard to tell sometimes what's weed and what's carrots. But anyway, I'm probably going to let the weeds go in that because I don't want to be pulling carrots out. But carrots there. This is more zinnias. And I need to put some more zinnia seeds out because there's some empty space over here on the side. Here, this is onions. And I think that is some remnants of some, see, last year in this bed I had mint, and I thought I got all the mint out, but I think I just pulled out a little piece of mint. But anyway, onions. This is our beets. We've got 4 different kinds of beets here. Ruby Queen, Mammoth beets, sugar beets, and bull's blood beets. More potatoes, potatoes, taters. Here are our pickling cucumbers. They're not really growing yet, not much, but they're not dead, so that's a plus. Over here we've got zinnias. Zinnias are popped up everywhere. Over here are regular cucumbers. And we just want those to start kind of training that way. So they'll train up on that trellis and on this back fence if need be. This one train on this trellis and head that direction. Over here, tomatoes. I mean, it's still early. The tomatoes should, they're not dead. So that's a plus. We'll just put it that way. I did plant some sweet potatoes here, but that was only, I don't know, 5 days ago maybe. So that one's okay that it's not doing anything yet. I am going to do another grow bag, I think, right here. And maybe one on the back side, because these sprinklers overspray. So I think I'd be good to go ahead and add some more grow bags in here with sweet potatoes. And I think I have some more red potatoes inside that I need to get planted. So I'll get those planted this week. More tomatoes, maters, wherever you're at and whatever you might call them. I call them maters. Maters. Anyway, more tomatoes. Beef. These are all three, looks like beef steaks. All this is bell peppers. I made a mistake, guys. So, when I did my layout for the garden, I thought I had 6 of those big beds over there. And I had allocated a big bed and a small bed for just bell peppers. And when I got ready to plant my bell peppers over there, guess what? I didn't have another bed for the bell peppers. Because I messed up. So I had to give up this tomato bed for bell peppers. We use a lot of bell peppers and we use a lot of tomatoes. And those are the 2 number 1 things that we use the most of. And that and onions. And everything else is just garnishment for our homestead and our cooking. Check out those carrots. Most of these are rainbow carrots. We got our hands on some rainbow carrots last year and absolutely loved them. They were great in a roast potatoes and carrots. Yes. So this back row is really thick. I put a whole packet of seeds back there. However many seeds come in a package. That's what it got. So anyway, they're really thick. And those also went in before any of the other carrots. So then we put this front row in. And some in the middle. It looks like we may have missed some in the middle. Or they may have washed down into the other rows. I don't know. But anyway, those are carrots. Over here is more bell peppers. So we have 2 bell pepper beds this size. And I do have a couple more bell pepper plants inside that I'm going to put out here. Now, I had some lemon thyme that I thought was going to overwinter right here, so I didn't put anything there. But I do have a couple more bell pepper plants that I'm probably going to come put right here. I'm just going to go ahead and put them there. Looks like something's eating some of the leaves of my bell peppers. Look at them artichokes. Whoa, check out those artichokes. Boy, they have really firmed up since I was out here last. Check out the artichoke. Maverick is going to be so excited when he sees those. What have you got eating the leaves, though? What is eating my leaves? So weird to come out and see. But those are beautiful. Now, I heard, I've never grown artichokes, but I heard that they would put out a flower. But you won't get an artichoke this year, but you should next year, but that they will put out a flower. So Maverick actually has an artichoke at his house also that he is going to put in his garden at his house. But these are his and ours. But anyway, we're going to let his artichokes just grow out. I am so excited about how big those are. Anyway, that is going to wrap up the garden update. Everything, I do have a few things left in the hydroponics and a couple things left in the grow tent. Some of the bell peppers will come out here, and I have probably about 7 more Romas that I will bring out. I'm just letting those get a little bit bigger, and then that way I can see what bed needs more tomato plants. So I was only going to put 4 tomato plants in these big beds to give them plenty of space. But I do have some that don't seem to be doing really good. So I'm going to leave those in the hydroponic for now. Let me flip you guys around. I'm going to leave those in the hydroponics for now until I see where I might need to transplant out here. Because there are a couple of them that are kind of iffy over here. Maybe in this bed right there. But we'll see. So I'm going to leave them in the hydroponic until I see where they need to go out here. I've got some more couple more bell peppers. And then I've got a bunch of herbs and flowers that I'm going to be planting in some beds up by the house. I'll take you guys over there and show that to you. But check out those fruit trees. Pear. So all these, the pear and the nectarine and our plum tree had all bloomed until we got the frost. And now they're just all green and leafed out. So we've got a pear tree over here. That's a pear tree. This is a nectarine. And all three of these are apples. And then that one right over there is the plum tree. And then I'm going to show you my beds up front by the house. I have a few onions planted in those only because I had some onions left over. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. The problem with these beds is they're under the eave of the porch, so they don't get water. So I have to hand water those until Brian gets the watering system set out here. And it looks like something's been in here. So if I find out what it is, it's probably going to get its neck wrung. My cat was in this bed, and I shooed him out of it and said, no, no, no. But anyway, I'm going to plant flowers and herbs in these beds. And I've got those in the hydroponics right now. So they are not ready to come out yet until Brian gets the watering system set up. Once he gets the watering system set up, he's going to tie it off of that frostless over there and just run it back behind these like he did down in the garden beds. So anyway, that is an update for Survival Seeds 2026 collaboration with VC Family Homestead, Lori's World, and Gale Southern Living. And Grow What You Eat 26 collaboration with Jan, Simply Jan Homestead, Susan, Butler Family Farm, and myself, Kathy, Resourceful Living Homestead. Thank you guys for watching Week 8's update of the garden. See you on Week 9.